Let's go. Psalm 23, starting in verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd. The shepherd watches over the sheep. Here's where we go to eat. Here's where we go to sleep. His job is to take care of the sheep. His job, in essence, is the sheep. That's his job. That's what he does. That's what he is about. And so the Lord is my shepherd. So what's the Lord about? The Lord is about me. The Lord is for me. The Lord is after me. The Lord is watching over me. It's in the text. Now let's keep going. I shall not want. What a great gift that line is. I won't be in want. The deepest needs of my heart and my soul will be satisfied in my shepherd. He makes me lie down in green pastures. So you can lie down or you can be made to lie down. Don't feather Jesus' hair, all right? You'll bow or you'll bow. All right, let's keep going. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Listen to this. He leads me beside still waters. That's peace. He brings us into peace. And watch this. He restores my soul. And he leads me in paths of righteousness. So now this sounds like God is really into me. I mean, he's leading me beside still water. I mean, come on, who does that if they're not into you? He's leading me into paths of righteousness. But look at why. Look at the motivation in God's heart for all of this shepherding and reviving and restoring. He leads me in paths of righteousness for what reason? For his name's sake. So God's motivation behind his shepherding you, his provision for you, his love for you, his passion about you, really the motive in all of that isn't that you're great, it's that he's great. So the motivation is his glory, his name, his renown. And this is what you're going to see over and over and over again in the Bible in a way that God does not feel need to apologize for. Let me show you what I mean. In Isaiah 43, it says that God created us for his glory. In Isaiah 49, that God called Israel for his glory. In Psalm 106, that God rescued Israel from Egypt for his glory. That God raised up Pharaoh to show his power and glorify his name. That's Romans 9, very unpopular chapter. God defeated Pharaoh at the Red Sea to show his glory. God spared Israel in the wilderness for the glory of his name. That's Ezekiel 20. God gave Israel victory in Canaan for the glory of his name. Why did he drive out that people? In fact, he tells Israel something we need to remember. He literally comes to Israel and goes, I'm not driving them out because you guys are awesome. You are a stiff-necked, rebellious people. I'm driving them out because I'm awesome. John 7:18, Jesus sought the glory of his Father in all that he did. In Matthew 5:16 and 1 Peter 2:12, we see that Jesus tells us to do good works for the glory of his name. All right, I'll keep going. Some of you are still skeptical, okay? In John 14, Jesus said that he answers prayer that God may be glorified. In John 12 and John 17, Jesus endures his final hours of suffering for the glory of God. Now, what you see in the Bible is this is from Genesis to Revelation, the story of the Bible, that God, for the glory of his name, is reconciling and reclaiming all things to himself. So this is what you've got to get. I want to try to help you here with something that's pretty big, pretty epic. All right, so look right at me. The Bible's not about you. If you think that way, you'll read the Bible wrong. You'll keep infusing yourself into the stories of the Bible like you're the hero. All right, so I want to be straight. I love you enough to be straight. You're not David. All right? Your trouble in life is not Goliath. Then, man, you've put a weight on your shoulders that, listen to me, you will not be able to bear. Jesus is the greater David. Jesus is the greater Moses. Jesus is the greater Abraham. It's the whole point of the book of Hebrews. That Jesus is the greater than. So if you want to do this, you want to dig in. So that means Jesus is going to be David in the shadow. Goliath is going to be sin and death. Who's that make you? And it doesn't make you the Israelites in the corner going, he's going to kill all of us. That's exactly who you are. All right, so let's make sure we're playing the right part in the story.